How are the children to do? This year the Queen Quet one more again for this year Gullah Geechee Nayshun Nyews. Now y'all see this your face right here? You see as hombre. You see? You see? This here is one of my good brothers. This is Brother Thomas. Now that's his last name in this case. Now I know y'all like, yeah, because we got plenty of Gullah Geechee with that name Thomas. I know. But guess what? He lives on the other coast. He is on the West Coast and California, LA to be exact. This is the executive director of the Outward Bound program in Los Angeles. How you doing, my brother?
I'm fine, sister. How are you?
All right, all right. So now, how long have you been working with Outward Bound, and what does Outward Bound do?
I've been working with them for 35 years now.
Now y'all heard that? He's been working with them 35 years. So he started when he was 5 years old, right? I know y'all looking at the ladies, y'all saying he started at 5 years old. Yes.
And what we do is we take urban and inner city kids of color out to the outer doors and upgrade their academic and social skills through challenging environmental learning trips.
Now see, now that sounds like a mission statement that you just said.
It's very close to my mission statement.
It's close to your mission statement.
Very close.
So now when you say you increase their academic level by going outdoors, how is that possible?
We introduce them to natural functions and teach them about fundamental ecological concepts about the natural world that they are a part of, that they know very little about. And so every study that's come out, from Harvard on down to 12th grade studies, have shown that kids that learn to interact with nature and connect with nature tend to upgrade their academic skills, reading, writing, arithmetic.
Right.
Especially kids that come from the communities that we work in.
I see. Okay. So now I know some of the folks that you take out also have been, quote, former gang members in LA. So now, and you are yourself. So see now, what made you transition from the gang banging lifestyle to doing this type of program?
I went on a trip. The former director of this organization came to me, and actually it was when I was in 8th grade, and they had a gang sweep in my neighborhood, and I got swept up in that gang sweep and got put in this program called Regional Diversion. It was funded by the Department of Justice, and they took me out for 14 days in the wilderness, and they stayed with me, and they taught me all about the wilderness. They taught me about myself, and that wasn't the epiphany point or the pivotal point in my life, because it took a lot more. It made me have a greater appreciation for the world. But I'm an urban person. I love my city. Right. And so I went back to my city, but the secret was that they kept coming and getting me. Let's go on a one-day trip. Let's go on a 2-day trip. Have you been to the beach? Have you been to the desert? Have you been to the mountains?
So they kept you engaged.
They kept me engaged.
They didn't just take you away for this period of time, have you totally away from what you normally know, and then bring you back and just drop you and leave.
No,
they continue to stay connected.
They stayed with me.
Okay. And so is that what inspired you now to do the job you're doing?
It really did. I went away and did my degrees. I got a degree in environmental science, another degree in physical geography, and a third degree in environmental studies. And them pushing me to go get my education, as well as them staying engaged, and me seeing the transformation in my own life over the years. And knowing that if I could do this,
then you can show anybody else how to do it.
I can show a whole lot of kids in the community that I grew up in that there is a way out, and this is one of the ways out.
And it's interesting because sometimes when people hear there's a way out, they literally feel like you have to leave your community. But you are still in Los Angeles, California.
I am a firm believer that we do the work in our communities, and we work in our communities to strengthen our communities.
That's how I believe.
Okay, and that we need that structure. Those of us in the communities that we go. Now, I grew up in a very mixed community. My father's African American and Native American. Okay. And my mother is Japanese.
Interesting. Okay. So you got all the different folks of color right in there.
I got it all. Baby.
Yes.
And I grew up in a black and brown community, and I believe in the self-empowerment of the community by let's invest in ourselves and go back into our community.
Exactly. Like one of the terms that was used here at the second commission meeting was human capital. And I immediately wrote that down because I feel like the major investment has to be in human capital. Yes, 100%. That is the one thing that never is devalued.
That's right.
At any time unless you devalue yourself.
That's right.
Yeah, and so it is outstanding. I know that you were there at the Breaking the Color Barrier Conference, so then seeing you here at the second commission meeting, it's powerful because more often than not, folks will say, well, you know, there aren't any real men of color that want to be involved with this type of thing. You know, they are gangbanging, or they're already locked up, or they're in the corporate environment and they've turned their back on their community. You know, we hear all these things, but you are an example, not just for me, but for everybody, to be able to say, well, that definitely is a myth. Because we've been talking about the myths of people thinking that people of color don't care about America's national parks, or that we don't care about uplifting our own community, that we wait for others to come in from the outside to do it, to be, quote, our saviors. But the thing about it is investing in ourselves.
That's right.
We can uplift and save ourselves.
That's right, and it won't. You cannot impact the community from the outside coming in as strongly as you can coming from the inside out. And that's why I want my staff to reflect the backgrounds of the kids that I serve. I want them to come from the areas from the kids that I serve, and I really want them to understand what is going on in our communities.
Right.
You can't live in the west side of LA and come to the east side and say, okay, we're here to make change.
Right, we're going to make your life better.
Yeah,
exactly.
No, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
And I believe we teach under the philosophy that actually Frederick Douglass said this, that a slave is only someone who waits for someone else to come and free him. We're not waiting for someone to come and free us.
We've freed ourselves. Exactly. And thank you, because that's what we talk about all the time in the Gullah Geechee Nation, is self-determination.
That's right.
And you have to be a self-determined person to set yourself free.
Thank you.
So definitely, my brother, I appreciate you and all the work you're doing. I can't wait till you come to our coast.
I'm coming.
Because he bringing some to chillin' and thing to come see the Queen. So when he get there, Hunter Chillin' go see him one more again. And look, your ladies, don't try to find out what date he coming. Just leave it alone. But definitely, he's going to be coming and bringing the outward bound kids bound for the Gullah Geechee Nation, where definitely, you know, we believe in freedom. And we who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. So we got plenty more for do. Hunter Chillin' knows that this year, the Queen Quet, this year the big brother Thomas from way across the other coastline, we got them sewing up here. Hunter Chillin', that's what's going on. In the mountains, one more again, plenty of y'all who did on we Facebook page, done see this face a plenty times. This year the sister Audrey Peterman of Earthwise Productions. How wanted to do today?
My queen, I live in awe of you.
Thank you.
I am so grateful to be in your presence.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So where you got you in your hand?
Well, at Breaking the Color Barrier in the Great American Outdoors, we decided that you were the person who embodies the keeper of the legacy and the evolution of the legacy of people of color on the land. And we wanted to present you with the inaugural Marvin Betch Conservation Award. We wanted to honor you with that award for your work, and we're just so grateful. It's a small tribute compared to what you deserve, but we're honored to be able to present you with this
thank
award.
you. This is such a blessing. I know y'all saying, let us see it, let us see it. There it is right there. Sure. Now you don't know how much this means, because and for those who don't know, Marvin Betch was who we called the Beach Lady. The Beach Lady. And she was on our original Wisdom Circle Counselor Elders for the Gullah Geechee Nation. Now no one would have ever been able to tell me that I would receive an award that is in her name, in her honor. Beach Lady, it's for you. I'll be dancing with my butterfly outfit on. She always told me she's going to become a butterfly. So she's still flying around, still always there. I thank you so much. I thank the board and the planners and everything and conveners for Breaking the Color Barrier, because it was a very powerful, powerful event. And this is just the continuation. So trust me, I got to clear a wall off somewhere in the house. This year got to get hung up and things like that. But this is powerful. And if you all will notice something, notice there are hands joined together on there. You see? Because those hands have to work together. So we thank you so much. God bless you.
God bless you. I love you so much.
Thank you. I love you too.
Thank you.
Hunter Chillin', you right up a seat. What are going on? Thank you. What do we need to go further to work on it? It's funding. And so that is the biggest obstacle with all of this. But we believe that if we get the buy-in, we re-educate the people, we can invigorate the people, and the people are willing to invest their money in keeping our national parks, national, representing all of us. Thank you all.
does anybody want to follow that?